Welcome to the video. We're going to be focusing a lot on quests and getting more prepared for later game things or mid-game things such as Barrows, getting Barrows gloves, etc. We will behind the scenes be getting things like Moonlight Moths and more Black Warlocks, like all the moth mixes since we basically have them all unlocked now. And also going to be continuing to do birdhouse runs, spores. And the first quest and also task we're going to be doing is Twilight's Promise to be able to use all these blessed bone shards. I saved up a bunch of big bones, mostly from the hunter. Did a few lost giants early game, and a bunch of random bones that I've also collected while doing hunter, and I had the room to bring them back. Currently, my prayer is level 27. I have no idea how much this is going to give me. I'm not going to calc it or anything. I'm just hoping at least 43, but I'm guessing it's going to be in the 50s. Twilight's Promise completed. Now I could get
completed.
a whole bunch of prayer gain. Just a reminder, I'm starting at level 27. Another Ironman sidetrack. I'm
completed.
doing this and Holy Grail in order to have over 30 prayer, because I didn't know you needed that to bless the bones. Or wines. Either of them, I believe. I was in the middle of Holy Grail. And is about to hit the boss of it, so hopefully I'm not just tanking the boss currently. Alright.
Quest completed.
Huge. Got us all the way to 34 from 27. And from 30 to 37. Now I could do the altar in Varlamore. Done with all my bone shards, and I got 54 prayer. Before I delve too deep into quests, I decided to get a little bit of thieving done to get money, but now I want to do some master farmers so I could start doing some farming. Mostly so I could have that in the background while I do quests and stuff. I'm doing Haunted Mine.
Quest completed.
Got us all the way up to 52 strength. I'm mostly doing this to access Tarn's lair, because the skeletons in there drop the agility potions, which I need for Taibowanai trio. Alright, so my audio messed up, and I'm gonna just record in post-production to make slightly better. It was basically only coming through one side for like half of my clips. I'll put a timestamp on like when it goes back to like live commentary. But here, I was just finishing Taibowanai Trio. Here I was finishing killing Elvarg with his glitchy ass head, and I've never seen it do that before ever. And there's the turn-in for Dragon Slayer. Here I'm killing Jungle Demon. I decided to do Monkey Madness right after Dragon Slayer. Two very iconic quests. And of course the turn-in. Most of these had all of these had live commentary and stuff like that. And then I'm going to go to Dyro to get the experience. I chose to get the one that focused on attack mostly, because I'm trying to get to dragon weaponry as soon as I can. And it took me a little while to find. But That got us to 49 attack, 55 strength. Then I did Tourist Trap, and I put that experience on agility. I mostly did that to have access to making darts. My plan was to go to Scurius and also the new cow boss, Brutus. But I didn't realize, like, the last time I did Scurius was, I think, last league or the league before it. So actually here, like, gave up. I was like, I'll go back to Scurious maybe when I have dragon weapons or maybe when my attack is higher, because it took me like 2 minutes to do like 100 health to him. And then here I did the new Ides of Milk quest to unlock Brutus. Here I'm showing off Brutus, and I'm mostly focusing on attack. If you didn't know, Brutus and Scarius both have bonus experience. Well, actually, I'm not sure if Scarius has bonus, but his experience is really good. But Brutus has double experience. And then for Brutus, he also has very simple mechanics. So I think this clip is me showing off his mechanics. Let's see. Yeah, I was talking about it there. So when he snorts, you take one step back, and when he growls, you take 2 steps to the side. So there, you take 2 steps to the side. You don't have to walk. I just was getting used to the snort because that's, I think, the more common one, but I'm not positive. Feels like 2, 3 times as common. And outside of the experience, another good reason for me being here is this Muleta is actually an upgrade. And there's my first unique, the bottomless milk bucket. But since I'm so early into the account, the Muleta is a very big upgrade for me. And there it is. It's a steel defender essentially. But also, if you haven't seen it yet, it looks really cool. And this clip was me just showing it off, giving props to the art people. I personally think it reminds me of the Steelies from MapleStory, if any of you played that. And then another thing I wanted to mention if is I've been stacking clues for this video and the last video I made for the end of the videos. I was wondering if you guys thought that was a good idea. I think I also might start stacking beginners for more than just one video since those aren't required for other clues. And then like maybe once I have all the clue items from Easies that are required for clues, like the flared trousers, opening like 50 at a time, just for more hype. And there's my final unique, which is the cow slippers at just over 100 kills. And here is talking about just going for the last combat achievement I could do, which is the mage one, which I'll do. I did off camera, I guess. I didn't record it, which is very easy to do. And then I was saying I should get back into questing. So here I did big chompy bird hunting. Big quest here.
Quest completed.
It always gives a shit ton of random experience, and I got levels from almost all of them. Here's fishing contest.
Quest completed.
I decided to do that because I wanted to do a few more RFD quests to get basically wherever I can on the glove chain and then buy those. Somehow this animation has been broken for like 20 years, it feels like. We got all the things that we could, at least right now. So a bunch of turnips. I almost just ate that. I messed up Evil Dave. That sucks. And Where's the dwarf? There he is. I'm gonna have to go and fix Evil Dave's. But there's 3 turn-ins at least. Though I'm an idiot. I forgot that you had to give him this stew before you actually give him the stew. Give it to him in the basement before you give it to him here. There we go. And that's all we could do for now. We should be able to get, I think that's Addy gloves. And I also threw out the stew, so I had to get another one. Let's check. I do think that's Addy gloves. Yeah. I buy those, and they're quite a big upgrade. And into the abyss. Here's Death Plateau.
Quest completed.
Now I'm gonna go get myself my climbing boots. And Troll Stronghold.
Quest completed.
Alright. Here's Temple of Ikov.
Quest completed.
Nice. Never noticed the flashing before. But almost 40, which is significant. Every once in a while, in between quests and stuff, I do random skilling stuff, such as hunter contracts and things like that. That's where I got most of these bone shards from. So, we're currently 54 prayer. Hopefully we get a level, we'll see. Forgot to bless these vines. Alright. We got up to 56 prayer. Not bad at all. I mostly do the skilling and random stuff like catching Karambwans and hunter contracts and stuff like that off recording. Occasionally I'll give updates like when I get to 83 and I could catch dragon implings, or when I just do what I did now, which is getting the bone shards. I'm probably gonna do some winter downtime, catch Karambwans, random mining. I got up to 50 for a quest, and I mostly did shooting stars. Let me know if there's any specific skilling content that you want to see. Most of the stuff I find interesting watching myself is like loot of skilling, like Wintertop chest or Temperos, etc. Big level just came in. Now I could get my dragon weapons. And I might start some scariest. So after messing around with scariest for a little bit, I figured out / remembered the normal instance is a lot more health. So private instances is where people do it early game. Just figured I'd mention that if anyone was as stupid as I am. I decided before getting back into more scariest, I was gonna try to catch some magpie implings. It is late at night, so I'm gonna tomorrow look into more ideal ways to spawn the rare implings. I'm not sure if I'm doing it correctly. I've never really done it too much, but I also have a couple ninjas to loot as well. Hopefully I'm getting a power amulet, by the way. That's the goal. And of course not, so I will have to do that tomorrow. But mage gloves, basically, and snapseed isn't bad. Decided to grab a few more before I go to bed. Not sure also if using entangles is great for my level. I only have the second one. Half the time it didn't even help. Come on, power ammo. Damn. Alright, it's the next day, and I actually asked MMORPG in his chat, or Curtis. The best way, and what is best, is making jar generators as you go, and hunting the rare ones to make them respawn, and reporting all the bots. I added the reporting all the bots part. Hopefully power Emmy here. Unfortunate. Think I might do a couple more, and then if not, I'll probably raise my hunter level and go for dragon impulse. I don't really feel like going all the way to 83. If I do, I'll probably go to 82 and use the beers from the Hunter's Guild. Alright. This is my last of the magpies for now, so hopefully we get the power ammu. Or to get a diamond. We don't have the level yet to enchant it. Might grind some mage levels. It's only 57. I'm 54, 53. I wanted to see if I could do the hard clue. I figured I couldn't, but that is the most insulting hard clue I could get right now. I'm not gonna drop it because I am working towards it, so I'm probably just gonna get the mage levels. And there's Ixthurin's little helper. I'm doing that, and I always forget what it's called. The feud, and then the feud mini quest, so I don't have to bother going to the wilderness and risking hardcore to get runes. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but the main reason I'm contemplating if I lose my hardcore status to keep going is, one, I'm trying to learn all the raids pretty well. Like the one I've done the most on my main is raids 3, but I don't even think I have 50 KC. I've never done Tob, and the other bigger reason is I currently don't have the best internet, so I don't want to like give up and restart just because my internet craps out. And it's worse than like when RuneScape servers have issues. When I have issues with my internet, sometimes it's like unplayable. Here's the feud. Not the inventory. So much dialogue.
Quest completed.
There we go. Didn't even get a level from that. Alright, I just unlocked the rune shop, so I need to get some more money. I spent most of what I had on the dragon weapons, so I'm doing some more thieving. Probably gonna try to stay here till like 200k, 300k. We'll see. But I'm also gonna be doing the clues once they get stacked up to 2, which is my current limit for easy clues. Oh, by the way, my thieving is currently 64, so we'll see if we get meaningful gains or just mid gains. Alright, that's enough thieving for now. Got up to 68. Let's see how much. Almost 300k. I'm gonna buy some runes from Ali Morstein, and I think I'm gonna kill blue dragons until I have a high enough magic level to get power amulet, and then continue our goals. Wizard Mind Bomb was +2, but it's +3 if you're 50 or above, so I only need to get 1 level. I got a little bit more, but I'm gonna make 2 power amulets, one for the clue, and a Ring of Life. I bought a couple because sometimes boosts fade. Didn't need it though. Alright. Now I'm gonna try to see if I could do that clue, which I doubt I'll actually be able to finish because it's a hard clue. And then I'm gonna go back to Scarius. Alright. Surprisingly, I finished that hard clue, and I think I'm gonna call it there by opening all these clues.
Collection log slot completed.
Finally, a beginner collection log.
Collection log slot completed.
And another. Nice. Bank. Back to it.
Collection log slot completed.
Another one. Catching up a little bit. I think our first 20 were nothing burgers. I didn't look at the exact number. Now the beginners. And the easies.
Collection log slot completed.
Alright.
Collection log slot completed. Collection log slot completed.
There's some more uniques.
Collection log slot completed.
I think that's needed for a clue.
Collection
So that's
log slot
awesome.
completed. Collection log slot completed.
Alright. And lastly, we gotta do the hard clue. Of course, no uniques with that one, but black D-hide chaps are a pretty good item to get. I hope you guys enjoyed. And let's see, we got a decent amount this time compared to before. Our quests are looking decent at 69 completed. Over 135. I was gonna say over 100. 135 quest points. Stats are looking pretty good. And see you in the next video.